Shalom, Yahweh Shem Shah Rakatham, Yahweh Shemal Etabah Shem Shah, teaching Captain of 10,000 Yagawa from the Oklahoma Law class. And today the topic of the class is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So now we're gonna have going to the truth of the Bible in this law class. Because we've been destroyed by Christianity, and we lose track of what's the Bible really about. Who are the people in the Bible? Who do God love? Why? Come on. What is the real gist of the Bible? What is the reason for it? Because people like the Bible gets so destroyed in with the religion of Christianity. And all the foolishness and all the wickedness of Christianity. And then you end up people just destroyed and don't know what the Bible really means. So we got the whole truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. And I broke it up into columns. I got the truth, and that's one column I'm going with precepts. I got the whole truth, I'm going with precepts, and I got nothing but the truth. Now we're going to start first. We're going to start first with Hosea 4 and 6. Hosea 4 and 6. We're going to start right there, and this is under the truth. Now, what is the Bible about? And this is what I was just bringing out before. We don't have no understanding of the Bible. Here it is, right here. Hosea 4 and 6. Black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man, you are true Israelites of the Bible. Now I'm gonna pull Hosea 4 and 6 because this is a heavy precept, which is telling us what is wrong with the true nation of Israel. What is wrong with blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians? Why can't we just read the Bible and understand? Why can't we just be right? Why can't we be righteous people unto the Most High God? The 12 tribes of Israel. Now you get none. And here's the Most High talking. It says, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. For lack of knowledge. People, he says, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. That's what he's saying. And this is just so heavy because it's saying my people. And all through the Bible, it's saying my people, my people, my people. All in the Bible saying my people. The Bible is only for the Israelites, the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, the 12 tribes of Israel. That's only the Bible is for. It's all the Bible is for. Now, the Most High said, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. We are destroyed for the lack of knowledge. For lack of knowledge, because we don't understand that we are the people in the Bible. We are the people that came out of Egypt with Moses. We are the people that we are the people that there's so many prophecies of the Bible. The prophecies of the Bible, they're about us. So we are destroyed for the lack of knowledge. So that's what it says. We're destroyed for the lack of knowledge. We don't even know. We go to church every Sunday with the Bible with us. We go to church every Sunday and we don't even know what the Bible is about. So it says, so that's what we destroy for the lack of knowledge of our own constitution, which is the Bible. Then you get, because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee. He's going to reject us. So all this time we've been over here in the United States, across America, across the planet. We've been, if wherever blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are on the planet, we are destroyed because we don't know who we are. Not until 1969, when the Isupk was formed, and started giving up this truth. There's no truth of the Bible. We didn't know anything about the Bible. So now you got different other Hebrew Israelite groups. You got people that broke off from the Isupk and formed their own church and everything. And, you got people talking, knowing that we are Hebrew Israelites. Even Malcolm X knew that we were Hebrew Israelites. But he was destroyed because he fell for Islam. So the Most High is saying, my people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge. You know, he said, because thou hast rejected knowledge. So many times we reject knowledge. As a people, we reject knowledge. You know, that I said, what I said before, the Isupk was formed in 1969. So 69, I mean, all these years, I mean, come on, all these years, and you still got black people running around wondering why I have the shield of David on. You know what I'm saying? That's destroyed for lack of knowledge. You know what I'm saying? But how many times have they rejected knowledge? How many times have they seen us stand on the street, teaching on the street, and he walked right past? You know what I'm saying? You reject knowledge. People don't know how much you reject knowledge every day. Some people just tuning in. Probably saw me in class all the time. Probably scroll right past him. It's crazy, nigga. What he talking about? You know what I'm saying? Oh, he thought that Hebrew is like, okay, I won't watch him. You know, you rejecting knowledge. So maybe today, maybe you're gonna hear something that get that cloud off your brain of Christianity. Just thinking the Bible is about Christianity. The Bibles are not about Christianity. You know, Christianity goes directly, the religion of Christianity goes directly against the Bible. You know what I'm saying? So the Most High said, I will, since you reject the knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing that thou hast forgotten the law. Understand, it said the law, the same law that it was given to us by Moses. You know what I'm saying? The law that Christianity lies about and said the laws are done away with. You know what I'm saying? Since you've forgotten the law of thy God, I will also forget thy children. That means he's going to forget the kids too. You know, the kids that come after. You know, people of, like I said, this Bible was written so many thousands of years ago. You know what I'm saying? So in today's time, if you black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, you are what the children that God was talking about. You are. If you watching this class right now, I'm saying, you rejected us when we was on the street speaking. Now, you are going to be forgotten by the Most High. Because this Bible was written so many years ago, so many years ago, thousands of years ago, you're talking about the people who are right now, who are living today. You know? So this is the thing we got to understand. We don't know this knowledge of the Bible because we've been given Christianity. You know, we down here in Oklahoma City, along the Bible Belt. And come on, you got churches everywhere, but nobody knows the truth of the church. So tonight you're getting the whole truth. You know what I'm saying? You know, you're getting the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. You know? Now let's go to we gotta understand, like, the Bible's about us. The Bible's about us. Now I just gave you Hosea 4:6. It says, my people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge. Now let's go to, let's go to Isaiah 20, not Isaiah 20. Let's go to Isaiah 45:17. Now, Isaiah 45:17 says, but Israel shall be saved in the Lord. Israel, not everybody on the planet. Not anybody if you just give your heart to Jesus, you know, and you believe in Jesus. It says, but Israel shall be saved in the Lord with an everlasting salvation. Everlasting salvation. You understand? You know, and when Christ come, you know what I'm saying? Everlasting salvation. Christ is going to come to deliver us. So it says, everlasting salvation. Ye shall not be ashamed. We're not going to be ashamed to be Israelite, to be black. You know, so-called black person, or so-called Hispanic, or so-called Native Indian. We're not going to be ashamed to be that. You know? Because even down here, you get so-called Native Indians with the tribe of Gad. You got so-called Native Indians clinging to white people. You know, trying to be white, trying to hide their heritage, trying to hide who they are. You know, trying to be more like the oppressor. You know, they're trying to cling to the oppressor. You know, and when I say oppressor, I mean the so-called white man. You know, now it says what you should not be ashamed nor confounded. You're not gonna be confounded when you open the Bible and say, hey, this is about us. I'll take you to a precept here. This is about us. You know what I'm saying? You'll never be confounded. It says world without end. We are the world without end. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. You know what I'm saying? We got to understand that, you know? You got to understand what the Bible is about. It's about us. From Genesis to Revelations. So it's telling us right there, you know, that hey, we gonna be we gonna be the world without end. You know what I'm saying? And world means age or society. That's what we gotta understand. That's all the world means. We've been sure to think that when it says God so loved the world in John 3:16, you know, which I'm gonna go to next, we think that hey, that means everybody on the planet. That doesn't mean that. That doesn't mean that. Let's go get that right now. John 3:16. Yeah. And this is what Christians love. This is what they taught us, and they teach all the time in Christianity. This is what they taught us, you know, all the time that in the Christian church that, you know, God so loved the world. He loves everybody on the planet. That means everybody can be saved. Everybody can, you know, go to heaven and live with God. You know what I'm saying? Which is so foolish. You know, it's so foolish. It's stupid. Now, right here, and you understand, this is a conversation between Nicodemus and Christ. Nicodemus came to Christ by night, you know? So this is a conversation where we got to understand what's going on in this scripture. Now, John 3:16 said, now Christ is already speaking, you know? He says, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. So that seems like, you know, hey, that's everybody. Hey, that's everybody. So hey, Christ came to just, hey, for everybody. So when he died, he sacrificed his life for everybody on the planet. That's what it seems like in John 3:16. But how do you get understanding in the Bible? You get understanding from Isaiah 28:10. You know, Isaiah 28:10, you know, means precept upon precept, line upon line. Matter of fact, let me put it. We're gonna come back to John 3:16. Let's put Isaiah because we always have to let you know what's happening in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Because so many pastors have been telling you that what the Bible is saying, but never pull the scripture. You know. So Isaiah 28:10, it says, "For precept must be upon precept." It said it must be. You understand? Precept is just the verse. It said precept must be upon precept, line upon line. You know, here a little, there a little. You know, it's telling us how to get understanding in the Bible. You know, so all this time, wait a minute. Like I went over in class before that you get Christians that don't even understand what a precept is. So they never even heard this precept in the Bible. Never even heard about Isaiah 20:10. The pastor never gave it to you. So we sitting there not knowing what a precept is. You know? That's right. So it means when you're reading the Bible, you can't read it like a novel. You know, you don't get no understanding out of the way. You know what I'm saying? And you only can get the precepts and learn the precept upon precept in the Isupk under Commander General Yohana. You know? That's the only thing you're going to get it. That's the only way you're going to get it. You know? So what I'm going to start at the beginning before it says, for precept must be upon precept. And then it goes again, precept upon precept. You know? Line upon line, line upon line. Here a little and there a little. That means you're going to get something out of the Old Testament. You're going to get a precept in the New Testament. You're going to precept in the Apocrypha. You're going to get precepts upon precepts. This is where I'm breaking this down right now. The truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. I'm breaking it down by going precept upon precept, like Isaiah 28:10 says. You know? So now we just went to Isaiah 45:17. Now We went to John 3:16. Now we're gonna be breaking down John 3:16 because that's what it means about precept upon precept. You can't just prove your point. That proves nothing when you go to John 3:16 and say, "Oh, see, that's it. God loves everybody." It says in John 3:16. That's what Christians do. It said, "For God so loved the world that He gave His only begotten Son, that whosoever believes in Him should not perish, but have everlasting life." That means, hey, God loves everybody, right? No, we just read Isaiah 28:10, precept upon precept. You can't stop there. You got to be broken down. You got to prove your point by going precept upon precept. Now let's break down John 3:16. For God so loved the world. Let's go to Psalms 90 and 2. Okay, Salak, let me put up on here too. Now, Psalms 90 and 2. Now, it says, so God so loved the world. Now, world, that's age or society. That's what it means of a world. That's the definition of world. Age or society. You know what I'm saying? So God so loved the world, like you Christians were saying, you think that, hey, that means the whole world. But let's see right now. Let's break down world. Before the mountains were brought forth. This is Psalms 90 and 2. Before the mountains were brought forth, or ever thou hast formed the earth and the world. Wait a minute, Christians, hold tight. Now, wait a minute. The Bible just used earth and world in the same sentence. It says, before I have formed the earth and the world. Now you got to put your thinking caps on, Christians. The earth and the world in the same sentence, that's just telling you right there. The earth, that's what we living on. That's the planet Earth. That's right. What we're on, what we're standing on, But world and the world, you know what I'm saying? So the world is that's the society. He's talking about the society of the Israelites, the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. That's what he's talking about. He's not talking about God so loved everybody on the planet. That society, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, we are the people that God is talking about in John 3:16. That Christ is talking about. In John 3:16, earth and world is in the same sentence. And then after that it says, even from everlasting to everlasting, thou art God. You know what I'm saying? He loved the society. You know what I'm saying? God for the Most High God so loved the world. Come on, He loved the society of the Israelites, the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Now let's get more. Let's go to Hebrews 11 and 3. We break it down John 3:16. Hebrews 11 and 3. Yeah. Now, let's go. Now it says, this is Hebrews 11 and 3. Now it says, through faith, we understand that the worlds were framed by the word of God. Wait a minute now. Now it's world spelled with the S. Through faith, we understand that the worlds were framed by the word of God. The worlds. It's telling you right now. You know what I'm saying? You got different societies. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand. It's talking about it's come on. You got different worlds. Like you have the sea world. That's a sea world. You know what I'm saying? When the oppressor came, he called back in Europe the old world. He called America the new world. You understand? You understand? It's right in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? The Bible is the I mean, come on, the number one, history book, and where you get your understanding of life, of the planet, how things work. So it's telling you right now that, come on, world to it's more than one world. So it's not talking about God so loved the planet. It would have said it. God so loved the earth. If he wanted to come and save if he sent Christ to save everybody, but he didn't. So now let's go to 1 John 2 and 15. Now, 1 John 2 and 15 says, love not the world. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. All right, you telling me that the Christian church is saying that the Most High is like a schizo or something? Now they're saying love not the world. The Bible doesn't contradict itself. You know what I'm saying? Misunderstanding contradict yourself. You know what I'm saying? With your misunderstanding. You know what I'm saying? It just said, come on, love not the world. Come on now. It said the God so loved the world in John 3:16, but right here it's saying love not the world. Come on. You see what Christianity does to the Bible? Christianity, come on, it's idiotic. Right. And no understanding is in the Christian church. This is why they go to have you sinning, against the Most High. Right. It says, love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. Man, good Lord. Man. Wow. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. Good Lord. Come on. That's letting you know there's more than one world. That's letting you know there's more than one world. It's not really John 3:16 doesn't mean the whole planet. Everybody on the planet. Go ahead.
So Christianity says that pork is the other white meat, which in this world it says it's okay for us to eat the pork that they present. Yeah. But in the world of the Israelites, meaning that the Lord told us it is an abomination unto us. So that's two different worlds. So you got an Edomite world, and then you have an Israelite world.
But and this is why we have the thing in the truth. We are in the truth, and everybody else is in the world. Right. You know what I'm saying? They are in the world. They are of the world. They're doing things of the world. You know what I'm saying? They're being sinful unto the Most High God. So when John 3:16, Christ was talking about the society of the Israelites. He wasn't talking about everybody on the planet. Right. You know what I'm saying? So this is this is how you get understanding in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Now let's get some more. I think I'm gonna put one more. Let me go Acts 2 and 21. Yeah, I think I'm going to Acts 2 and 21. Yeah, so John 3:16, now we went out the world, they said that he gave his only begotten son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. So that means whosoever, that means it's like everybody, anybody, just whosoever, just believe. Just gotta believe. That's what Christianity teaches. Just gotta believe. The pastors say you gotta believe in Christ. Once you believe in it, hey, that's all you gotta do. Hey, you're gonna be in heaven one day, sitting next to God. That's foolishness. That's foolishness. You know what I'm saying? Man. So now let's go to see what the Bible says. You know what I'm saying? And it shall come to pass that whosoever. Hey, wait a minute now. Wait a minute now. There's a whosoever again in John, like in John 3:16. Wait a minute. Christians think they got it. Christians say, yeah, I got him. Yeah, I got him. Yeah. Christians like they got us. You know what I'm saying? It's whosoever. Yeah, explain that. Okay, I'm gonna explain. Keep your shorts on. I'm going to explain it for you, Christians. All right. All right. The whosoever, let's read, shall call on the name of the Lord shall be saved. That says whosoever. Pastor's like, see, you can't explain it. Whosoever. Then you go to the next precept. It says, ye men of Israel. Ye men of Israel, hear these words. Ye men of Israel. The Bible reads like this. This is the spirit of the Bible. The spirit of the Bible is only going to the 12 tribes of Israel.
Right. That's right.
Helping us. It's our guide. It's how to live. That's what John 3:16 is all about. You know what I'm saying? Israel, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. This is our book. Right. It's all about us. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, it's a beautiful thing to understand it, to get understanding in the Bible. And that's what we don't have in the Christian church. That's what you don't have all along the Bible Belt. You have everybody's going to church. And man, we got all the zeal without the knowledge. Blacks and Hispanics and Native Indians, we love the Lord. You know what I'm saying? But we've been sickened with that evil poison and that evil drug called Christianity.
That's right.
So now really, let's just, we want to go to some other preachers. We're going to drop that for the John 3:16. That was the John 3:16 breakdown. Now, let's go to 2 Chronicles 7:14. Here we are, because the Most High is saying again, my people. My people. So, and this is, I love this. I put it in. Y'all know that people that been in my class know I pulled this. I may have pulled this like last week or something, but this is so hitting on the topic. Right. So hitting on the topic. Come on. This is the truth. This is what the Bible's about. And it says, if my people, just like we have in Hosea 4:6, if my people, which are called by my name, you know what I'm saying? It says my people, that's possessive, which are called by my name. You know what I'm saying? Prince of the power, Yasha'Allah. That's Israel in the Hebrew. In the ancient Hebrew, that's Yasha'Allah, who are called by his name. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians shall humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways. Then will I hear from heaven and will forgive their sin and will heal their land. You know what I'm saying? This is the truth. This is what the Bible is about. Us stop turning from our wicked ways, following the Most High, and start following the Most High. You know what I'm saying? We've been going against the Most High, sinning against the Most High. We've been sinning against the Most High. We got to understand, what this Bible is about. Yeah. Because we've just been sinning against the Most High. So we gotta humble ourselves, turn from our wicked ways. Turn from our wicked ways. And look, and the sad part about it is we've been tricked. We've been tricked through Christianity. Christianity told us the laws are done away with. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to keep these laws, statutes, and commandments. We can just go ahead, and Christ came and died. You know what I'm saying? Christ came and died to do away with the laws and everything. But come on, that's a lie. That's right. Christ even said in Matthew 5:17, think not that I've come to destroy the law or the prophets. Right. But let's see what sin is. Let's go to 1 John 3 and 4. First John 3 and 4. Now it says, whosoever committeth sin transgresseth also the law. For sin is the transgression of the law. Understand that? That's sin. When you break the law, come on, that's sin. Now, this is so idiotic about Christianity. Christianity say Christ came to do away with the laws. So that means we have no more sin. No. That means all the wickedness that we do, we have no more sin. Hey, the law said thou shalt not kill. That means I can go and kill whoever I want to kill. You know what I'm saying? Don't have to pay for it. I can just go to heaven. You know what I'm saying? This is, I mean, come on, this is in the New Testament. Yeah, this is in the New Testament. You know, telling you that I mean, whosoever committeth sin transgresseth also the law. For sin is the transgression of the law. So how in the world can the law be done away with, Christians? See, you're lying on the Bible. You know what I'm saying? If you don't stop it, the Most High going to kill you for it. I mean, you're lying on the Bible. You're lying on the Bible saying Christ came and died and did away with the laws. You know what I'm saying? That's a lie. That's a lie. And that's just so evil. You know? And we got to understand that what, I mean, come on, this is a beautiful thing, understanding the Bible. You know, so now what? We got that out of the way, what sin is. You know what I'm saying? Now let's read this, go to, now we still in the truth. Because like I said, I had 3 headlines. You know, my topic was the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So I broke it up in the columns. I mean, I broke up in 3 headlines of the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. You know, so we're in the truth now. So now we just read about what sin is. Now we read about broke down John 3:16. This is the truth. You know what I'm saying? Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are Israel. You know. Isaiah 28:10, understanding the Bible, you know. So now let's go to Revelations 2:9. Now, Revelations 2:9 says, I know thy works. This is Christ speaking. It's in red. Christ said, I know thy works and tribulation. He knows what we do. He knows how we work hard. He knows all the trials and tribulations we go through. And poverty. He knows we're poor. He knows all these things. That's what he's saying. But thou art rich. But we are rich. You understand? He said we're rich. Although we go through so much trouble. We're poor. We work hard. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He said, but he's saying, but we are rich anyway. You know what I'm saying? Right. You know, the reason why he's saying we're rich because, well, we are God's chosen people. Right. We have salvation. Nobody else has salvation. Yeah. Nobody has salvation but us. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, you are the God's chosen people. You are Hebrew Israelites. You are Israelites of the Most High. And then you got to keep these laws, statutes, and commandments. You know what I'm saying? The laws are for us to keep. They're not done away with. You know? So he said, but thou art rich, and I know the blasphemy. What is blasphemy? Blasphemy is a wicked lie. I know the wicked lie of them which say they are Jews. Them, who say they are Jews? The Jewish man. The Jewish man is our Amalekites of the Bible. The people that God said he's going to have war with from generation to generation. Because why are they going to always lie and say they're us? You know, he said, I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. The synagogue of Satan. Synagogue is the chief house. The chief house of Satan. And what? Christianity comes out of the Roman Catholic Church. I mean, come on. You know what I'm saying? They go to synagogue. Those Jewish people go to synagogues. You know, but they've been going to synagogues for a long time. You know what I'm saying? That's what he said. It's the chief house of Satan. You know, yeah. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just man. Now let's go to 3:9. Let's go to Revelations 3:9. Revelations 3:9 says, "Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not." Say they're Jews and are not, but do lie. Oh man, come on. The Bible just said the Jewish man lies. This is what the Bible's saying. I mean, come on, this is Revelation 3:9. Said they but do lie. Behold, I will make them to come and worship before thy feet, and know that I have loved thee. They're going to come and worship before our feet and know that the Most High God loved us. Loved us. Loved blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. This is what they found out now. Now we had the Isupk under Commander Jeremy Hunter. We have had some Jewish people come and kiss the boots, boot kiss.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? The prophecies in the Isupk, the prophecies are being fulfilled. Right. So black man, Hispanic man, Native man, if you on the fence out there saying, "Oh yeah, I should or could I or would I," you know what I'm saying? You better get in before you see the chariots. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, man, these prophecies are being fulfilled. You know? Now let's go to, now we got, that was the truth. All this is the truth. The whole Bible is the truth. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just breaking things down. I'm just going through these little topics I had up. You know? Now let's go to the whole truth. The whole body of truth. What the truth is really about. What is the whole gist of the Bible? You know what I'm saying? Christ came for only Israel. You know? That's right. You know, Christ came for only Israel. Christ only came for the Israelites. Right. He didn't come to save everybody else. He only came for Israelites. You know what I'm saying? That's right. Yeah, I mean, come on. You can't come and say, hey, that's what I'm saying. And people like to go to Paul. Don't go to Paul. Because whatever Paul said, Apostle Paul said, follow me as I follow Christ. Right. So whatever Paul never said something to nullify what Christ said. So if Christ said in Matthew 5:17, think not that I've come to destroy the law or the prophets, Paul didn't come up with something to nullify that, take it away. You know, let's stop being foolish. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I'm not even going to get into that. You know, but I'm gonna give you some milk to chew on, to drink, rather. You know, it says no, like I said, Christ only came for Israel. Right. Now let's go to James. Let's go to James 1:1. Now, James 1:1 says, James, a servant of God and of the Lord Jesus Christ. Yahushua HaMashiach in the Hebrew. You know? Now, and it says, it's somebody. To the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad. Greeting. I mean, come on. Come on. I mean, that's plain and simple. Come on. That's plain and simple. You see what? They stole our records. The oppressors stole our records and said it was for everybody. Right. So everybody can be saved. So now they got us looking simple. Coming up, it's the holiday season. Coming up, it'll be Christmas. Saying it's Christ's birthday when Christ was born in Christ wasn't born in the dead of winter. Right. You know, he wasn't born on December 25th. We're gonna go into that another class. You know what I'm saying? But it's coming up. But it's telling you right here that he's addressing the 12 tribes of Israel. You know, he's addressing the 12 tribes of Israel. It's not for everybody. They were scattered abroad. Yeah. And they was scattered abroad among different nations. Yeah. Different nations of people. Yeah. And so when we get around different nations, we believe that he's talking to everybody when he only pinpointing those that were scattered in those type of nations. That's right. That's right. You knew the way we was, come on. We were scattered. Yeah. We were scattered. So it's a beautiful thing. You know, it's a real beautiful thing, understanding this truth. And look, knowing that these precepts are in the Bible. Like I said, because in Christianity, we didn't know. Right. We didn't know. We are destroyed in the Christian church, in the religion of Christianity. You know, so he just said that to the 12 tribes to us scattered. 12 tribes. You know? Now, let's go to let me see. Okay, yeah. Let's go to Matthew 15:24. See who Christ was sent to. This is easy to understand. This is easy milk. Now, this is Matthew 15:24. It says, but he answered and said, I am not sent, but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. You know what I'm saying? Christ said it, but he answered and said. Matter of fact, I'm going to give you some more gist on what was going on. I'm going to give you some more gist on it. Let's go up to 15. 15 and 22. 15 and 22. And it says, and behold, a woman of Canaan came out of the same coast. Now they got the same account, in the Bible. Same account in Daniel, same account. Now it's telling you that she was a Syrophoenician. That's a white woman. But this woman, like I said, you lived in places. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it says, a woman out of Canaan. It wasn't mean that she was African, or that. It was a white woman. So that's why right here, and behold, a woman of Canaan came out of the same coast and cried unto him, saying, have mercy on me, O Lord, thou son of David. My daughter is grievously vexed with the demon. Now, that's Slaki. Then it says grievously vexed with the devil. You know what I'm saying? But she just said had a demon on her.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So now it says, but he answered her not a word. I mean, come on. Come on. I thought Christ was for everybody. I thought he came and said, oh, she is? Now he said, but he answered her not a word. I mean, come on. In the hood, we call that a diss.
That's right.
He dissed her. He just walked away. Didn't he? Whatever, kept on walking. And his disciples came and besought him, saying, send her away, for she crieth after us. It means like, man, send her away, get rid of her. Really, man. Just make her leave us alone.
Right.
Now, 24 said, but he answered and said, I am not sent, but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
That's it.
The lost sheep of the house of Israel. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
The lost sheep. I mean, come on. The lost sheep, man. That's so heavy right there. The lost sheep.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because we follow everybody. We follow every religion, every philosophy. We follow everything.
Right.
We are lost sheep.
Right.
That's what it's talking about. We are the sheep led to the slaughter.
Right.
All the time. All the time. Anything we follow, any religion, any philosophy, we just follow it. A sheep, and I always use the analogy, if you brought a sheep in here, I could take that sheep home with me. You will bring a sheep over here. I could keep that sheep with me.
Right.
Because why? He just follow anybody. You know what I'm saying? Wherever there's grass, the sheep will follow. I mean, come on.
That's it.
That's the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Christ said he is not sent. Understand, Black, Hispanics, and Native Indians, Christ and Most High, they are not the same entity.
Right.
They're not the same. It's saying right here, I am not sent. Sent by who? Sent by the Most High God.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. I mean, that's a clean cut. It's a clean cut. Yeah, and if you would find that other precept, where the other account, where he's saying it, the same account about the woman. I am not sent by the lost sheep. It's another one. I didn't have it written down. Wrote down because I wasn't going. Actually, I was going to go ahead, but but just to give people more, people understand. Because, like I said, it's precept upon precept, we just breaking it down good.
Right.
So we have it right here. I mean, it's saying that what Christ said it. He's not sent, but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. He only came for the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Not everybody.
Right.
Not everybody. Now let's go to the Apocrypha. Go to the Apocrypha. Now the Apocrypha, 2nd Ezra 6 and 56. And if anybody just don't know, they never heard of it before, the Apocrypha is 14 books that the Roman Catholic Church took out of the Bible in the year 1611. So you can still get yourself a 1611 edition, King James translation. You can get it, and it will have the Apocrypha in it. Just to let you know. You can maybe purchase it at a bookstore or somewhere. But understand this is the Bible. People like to say, "Oh, that's not the Bible." Yes, it is the Bible. Now, 2nd Ezra 6 and 56. Now, Now, so let me see. Let me see where we go. Okay, let's go start at 54. Let's start 6 and 54. 6 and 54. All right. Okay. 6 and 54. Okay, yeah. All right. Now then, matter of fact, hold on. I'm gonna come right back to the Apocrypha. Like I said, it was another account in there, so I would like to just bring that up right now. The other account when Christ said, "I am not sent, but to the lost sheep of Israel." What is it? 10 and 6. Okay. Okay. No.
Okay. Something else.
Yeah, it was something else. It's something else. No sweat. No sweat though. But no. I will use that too. That's good though.
Okay.
That's good because I want to use that. I want to use that. What is that? I definitely want to use that. Yeah. It's no sweat because I just want to really just let the people know what it's two accounts of that in the Bible. Ain't no sweat. Let's go. Let's go back to the Apostle. What I pulled. 6 and 54. Second Ezra 6 and 54. And then it says, "And after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord over all thy creatures, of him come we all." Of him come we all. You know what I'm saying? Everybody in truth. Adam was, come on, he's the first one in the truth.
Right.
He's the first one in the truth. So everybody else, people that came in the truth, we come from him,
Right.
Just come we all. Now it says, and the people also whom thou hast chosen. People also who thou hast chosen. Now, all this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sakes. In this context, so he made he's talking about he made the world for our sakes. You know what I'm saying? For us. As for the other people, now it's the other people, which also come of Adam, thou hast said that they are nothing.
What?
Oh. It said that they are nothing.
Oh,
but look, but be like unto spittle.
Wow.
Be like unto spittle. Good Lord. Be like unto spittle. I mean, not even a good spit. I mean, come on. Spittle is like something get caught in the corner of your mouth.
Yeah. But it's all over the world.
Yeah, exactly. It's pinpointed.
Wow.
So you see why it was taken out of the original. The Bible.
Right.
Where he took it out. Like be like unto spittle, and has likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel. Like you said, if you carrying a bucket of water across the floor, a drop fall out. You're not gonna try to go and retrieve that drop.
Right.
Forget it. It's lost. You don't care about it. It's just a drop. So he likened the abundance of them unto that.
Where's that at?
That's Second Ezra 6 and 56. You can start at 54. Just read down. That's just giving you more gist. The Most High Christ just only died for Israel. So now let's go back to Matthew 10 and 6. Got more. Matthew 10 and 6. It says, let's start at 5. These 12 Jesus sent forth and commanded them, saying, Christ sent them forth. Christ sent them forth. He sent his disciples forth. He sent them forth and gave them an order. Go not into the way of the Gentiles, the other nations, you know?
Right.
And into any city of the Samaritans, enter ye not. And like people like trying to convert over, you know?
Come on now. Break it down.
Now, enter ye not, you know? But go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
One more time.
I mean, come on. But go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
Wow.
He sent them, gave them an order. It's only people Christ came for. Why didn't he say go to everybody? You know what I'm saying? The Bible reads in context. When he said go into every nation, he's telling you that we are in every nation. You know what I'm saying? We are scattered. We are scattered. We everywhere. Every nation, we are scattered in every nation of people. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, we are scattered everywhere. Right. You know, we got to understand that. But he said go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. That's a slam dunk. I mean, come on. Christ only came for, I mean, come on, man. Christ only came, I mean, this is the whole truth. It's the whole truth what the Bible's about. Come on now. It's the Bible. This is the whole truth right here. You know? This is the whole truth of it. You know? You can't get around it. You can't get around it. And what else the other truth about the Bible, the whole truth about the Bible is? Christ is the black man. Ooh, I know this stuff. This is killing a whole lot of Christians. Oh, it's crushing Christianity. That is, the Christ is the black man.
They said no color don't matter.
That's what it's saying. I mean, come on. Let's look in. I mean, why is it recorded in the Bible?
Yeah.
If they say color don't matter, why is it recorded? Why is it even important? If it wasn't important, God would have left it out, right, Christians? Come on, man. If it wasn't important, it wouldn't even be in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Let's go to Revelation 1:1 first. Now, the revelation of Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying? It says the revelation of Jesus Christ. Now, revelation means to reveal. Now, so it's telling you the revelation of Jesus Christ. Now, let's go down to verse 13. You know what I'm saying? Let's go to verse 13. Now we're going to see the revelation of Jesus Christ. We're going to see he's being revealed in the Bible. Now, it says, and in the midst of the 7 candlesticks. The 7 candlesticks are the 7 schools that Paul set up in Asia Minor. You know? So that's when it says the 7 candlesticks. Now it says, one like unto the Son of Man, which is Christ, clothed with the garment down to the foot, and girt about the paps with a golden girdle. That means he had a war belt on. That means you see us wear the garment and the war belt. That means Christ had a war belt on. That means Christ wasn't that little Angel Beach wussy. Christ was a warrior. He had a war belt on, you know? Right. Holding the paps, you know, like your midsection when you swing the sword. You know, he was a warrior. You know? Now, that's what it says, with a golden girdle. It was golden. And that war belt was golden. Yeah. It said 14 says, his head and his hairs were white like wool. White like wool. Remember, white is the color, wool is the texture. Right. White like wool. He had woolly hair. Christ, and the Bible's telling us right now that Christ had woolly hair. You know? Woolly white hair. You know, your hair, when a black man's hair turn all, you know what I'm saying? Right. Turn real white, you know, gray and get to white. That's a Christ. That's the revelation that, you know, John the Revelator is giving up of Christ. Now, and his eyes were as a flame of fire. Now, Christians like to get spooky about like something spooky, and you know, crazy fake Israelites draw pictures of Christ with laser light eyes, you know, like he going and blow something up. No. The Bible's not saying that. It's saying just like the whites of his eyes were red. Right. Like when a person drinks, you see a person drunk on the street. You know, black people. When you're dead, the whites of our eyes turn red. When we drink too much, the whites of our eyes turn red. Right. You know, even the Pharisees and the Sadducees tried to say Christ was a drunkard, so they can get him killed, because it's against the law for us to be a drunkard. Right. You know, so the whites of Christ's eyes were red because he drank wine. His first miracle he did performed what? He turned water to wine. That's right. You know, but Christ did drink wine, and drinking is lawful. but you can't be a drunkard. So that's what it's saying. His eyes are flame of fire, because if you today's English we would say was his eyes were inflamed. So you see how his eyes were inflamed, because his eyes, the whites of his eyes were red. That's all it said. That's what Christ was, That's all it's saying. But then check this out. 15 said, and his feet like unto fine brass. Feet like unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace. I mean, come on. Brass is a derivative of brown, okay? You know what I'm saying? As if he burned in the furnace. Christ was a real dark man. You know what I'm saying? But it was brass. Right. You know what I'm saying? The Bible, the description is given, it's like he wasn't like a crispy black man, like the color of my black shirt. It was just saying he's real dark, a real fine brass color. You know what I'm saying? That's the color of him, or a black man. You know what I'm saying? Like if I was a few shades darker, I would be like Christ.
Well, who is that guy that they have hanging on the wall in the church and they calling him Jesus?
Yeah, well, that's Caesar Borgia. He
don't look brown.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's Christianity. Not only satanic, it's idiotic. You know what I'm saying? They go against the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Christ is not white. Christ is black. The Bible's telling us Christ is black.
Right.
As if he burned in a furnace. That means he's real dark. A real dark man. And like that Russian statue that they found in Russia. They found a statue in Russia with not that little wussy, Angel Beach wussy laying on the cross like Christ. I mean, like they have Caesar Borgia.
Right.
They ain't like, oh, I'm suffering. Oh, I'm dying. I know. I mean, it's terrible. I mean, it's a homosexual.
Wow.
It has a big black buck on a cross, a big strong guy. That it was a statue in Russia found, like that. That's showing that Christ was a black man. It was a black man. You know what I'm saying? But through the lies of Christianity, of today, come on, Christ was Caesar Borgia. I mean, that's a crying shame. That's a crying shame. But the Bible's telling us right here that Christ is a black man.
Right.
And check this out. It says, and his voice was as the sound of many waters. I mean, that's the sound of many waters. That means that the brother was loud.
Right.
He was loud. You know what I'm saying? It's like, come on, it's telling you about Christ. Now, let's go get more. Now, we get the color of Christ. And it says Christ is black.
Right.
In the Bible, it has the color of angels. I mean, people if you're in the Christian church, you didn't know this. You didn't notice that they had a description of angels in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Angels come in different forms. Right. But right here, it was just given, just let you know. Right? He's giving you a description of angels. Okay. All right. This is Ezekiel 1 and 5. Also out of the midst thereof came the likeness of 4 living creatures. And this was their appearance. You know what I'm saying? Talking about those 4 living creatures are angels, They had the likeness of a man. A likeness of a man. And every one had 4 faces. You know what I'm saying? They're not like the little white babies with wings on angels. Did you see painted in churches? No. It said they had 4 faces. I've been there. That would be spooky. You know what I'm saying? And everyone had 4 wings. And their feet were straight feet. And the sole of their feet were like a sole of a calf's foot. Sole of calf's foot, we always said like those ninja boots. So these angels had feet they look something like that ninja boot is made. Okay. So that's what it's really saying. But let's check this out though. This is the kicker. And they sparkled like the color. Now you telling me the Bible's telling me the color? I thought color wasn't in the Bible, Christians. I thought it ain't all about color. It don't matter. Y'all ain't mad about color. Y'all niggas always talking about color. It don't matter. The Bible's talking about color. Yeah. Talking about the angels. And they sparkled like the color of burnished brass. Now, the Bible just said Christ. We just read that Christ, because we just read in Revelations The Christ was the color of brass as it burned in the furnace. That's telling us that the angels are black like Christ.
Wow.
The angels are the color of burnished brass. I mean, come on, man. Come on, man. This is a black man's book. It's a black man's book. And when I say black, I mean all the 12 tribes of Israel. The so-called Hispanics and the so-called Native Indians. You're black too. Because they look at you anyway. But the Hispanics, they look at them just niggas that can speak Spanish. That's all. You know what I'm saying? And they look at the Native Indians the same way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They call you savages. You know? That's what Indian mean anyway. Indian means savage. You know, so that's what the name they gave the Native Indians, you know. But right here it's telling us that Christ is black, the angels are black. Man, let's go to Daniel 7 and 9. Let's go to Daniel 7 and 9. Boy, I mean, the Bible is just so deep like this when you learn, you know, in the Isupk, under Commander Junior Hunt. This is beautiful right here. Right. These breakdowns come from 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. You know what I'm saying? You understand this stuff didn't just appear, you know, and Commander Jenny Honda just read on and just started this. No, it was passed down to him. That's the beautiful thing about this is one body. From the men of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, where you know, Commander Jenny Honda it was passed down to him. And he came in when, you know what? And it was passed down to him. And then what? He held on to it and passed it down to us. Right. You know what I'm saying? That's what we one body up in here. You know, it's a beautiful thing. No one knowing this and having this knowledge of the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Because without it, we're lost. Right. We're lost. You know, where were you before you sat down in class tonight? You know what I'm saying? Right. You know what I'm saying? The ones that's just coming in for the first time. Now, let's go to Daniel 7 and 9. And we just read that Christ is black. The angels are black. Now, Daniel given the revelation of the Most High God. I beheld till the thrones were cast down. All the thrones were cast down. You know what I'm saying? All the rulership of the earth is cast down. And the Ancient of Days did sit. Who is more the Ancient of Days? That's the Most High. He's more ancient than days. You know, he's older than days. Yeah. The Ancient of Days did sit, whose garment was white as snow, and the hair of his head like the pure wool. Pure wool. Okay? I mean, just like Christ. Right. Well, Christ is what? It's Christ's son. Christ, I mean, the Most High sent Christ. So what? Hair like the pure wool. This is what the Bible is saying. You know what I'm saying? You can't get around this. You can't call this a lie. You know what I'm saying? This is what the Bible is saying. Saying Christ is a black man. Well, you know what I'm saying? This is what the Bible is saying. Hair like pure wool. You know? I mean, come on. It said it. Right. His throne was like the fiery flame. And his wheels as the burning fire. Man, that means Christ was sitting like on a throne with had wheels on it. And it was on fire. That's right. I'm saying he's the Almighty. He's the terrible. You know what I'm saying? Right. Don't get on his bad side. Keep his laws, statutes, and commandments, black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man. Understand that. Understand that. This is, I mean, come on. This is what the Bible's saying. Right. You can't go against this. Now that was the whole truth. Now, nothing but the truth. Now, this is the last of it. Nothing but the truth. We went through the truth, the whole truth, and now this is nothing but the truth. Right. You know what I'm saying? Let's go to Matthew 5 and 17. Matthew 5 and 17. Now, the evilness of Christianity teaches us that the laws are done away with. Well, this is Christ speaking. It's in red. Think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets. He said, think not. Don't let it get in your mind that he come to destroy the law. Why would he do that? How in the world can we be righteous unto the Most High if we not keeping the laws? Right. You know? Man, I mean, it's idiotic that Christianity teaches this garbage. The laws are done away with because Christ came and died. Christ tells you yourself, think not that I've come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill. Mm-hmm. Christ said he come to fulfill a socket. I can't touch that camera. Okay. Just to make that switching up. Go it down. I like that. Turn it a little. Turn it a little and push up under it. Like under the bottom. Right. Yeah, right around there. It's right around. I think that's yeah. Okay, it's still doing a little bit, but you know.
Okay, it's about the end of it anyway.
Yeah, something to. Okay, here they try that. Okay, all right. They try to pull a thing or something.
Just finish it out.
Okay, now he said, think not that I've come to destroy the law or the prophets. Because what? If he's destroying the law, he's destroying all the prophets that kept the law before him. I mean, come on. It's not even, I mean, you see how silly it sounds? It sounds real silly. That's why he said, think not that I've come to destroy the law or the prophets. You know? I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill. I mean, he's telling you. No evil. I was talking about the laws are done away with. It's Salakia. My camera's messing up, so I'm going to try to. Okay, I'm going on. Now it says, for verily, verse 18 says, for verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law, till all be fulfilled. You know, all prophecies of the Bible haven't been fulfilled. You know what I'm saying? It said to heaven and earth pass. Heaven and earth not going to pass. You know? To all be fulfilled. You know? Go ahead and try to work with it. It says, whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments and shall teach men so, he shall be called the least in the kingdom of heaven. You know what I'm saying? Creflo Dollar said, if you're keeping a law, you're sinning. He's going to be the least in the kingdom. Creflo Dollar is going to be in charge of, I don't know, waste moving or something. He'll be something low. Because he's teaching men so. And all the rest of the pastors, you know, in the Christian church of Christianity, teaching these lies that the laws are done away with. You know, it's just so evil. You know? And Christ says what? He reads on, but whosoever shall do and teach them the same shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven. I mean, this is what the Bible's saying. I mean, here's what the Bible's about. Us really keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. You know? I mean, that's what, this is nothing but the truth right here. Now let's go to Matthew 10. Let's go to Matthew 10. Matthew 10 and 34. Yeah, see how it looking. Is it? I don't know. Matthew 10 and 34. Matthew 10 and 34 says, think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. But a sword. He's going to divide things. He's going to break things up. You know? For I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. I mean, he just could come to just disrupt everything. Why? Because someone's going to be in the truth and someone's not. It's always going to be a conflict. When you try to keep the evilness of Christianity and you're going to come across the Isupk and we keeping the truth of the Bible, it's always going to be a conflict. For you to break away from that Christianity, it's going to be a fight because you have to fight the people in your household. Come on, the verse 36 says, and a man's foes shall be they of his own household. Good Lord. Christ didn't come to send peace. It's going to be like so much conflict. A man going to be against his father, because why? His father going to be still going to church. Son is going to get the truth, or vice versa. Father might get the truth, and the son is going to go to church. Either way, they're going to be at variance against each other. There's going to be a conflict. This is what Christ is saying. This is what Christ is saying. You can't go against this. We are destroyed for the lack of knowledge of our own constitution. Now let's go. Let's go to 2 Thessalonians 2:7. One of my favorite precepts. And it's so heavy because we are so destroyed as a people. 2 Thessalonians 2:7 is the mystery of iniquity. The mystery of iniquity that already worked. And it says right here, it's telling you about the man of sin is going to be revealed all before then. Talking about the oppressor. Then when it gets to 7, it says, for the mystery of iniquity doth already work. Only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. And that's just telling you that the mystery of iniquity already worked. The mystery of sin, how do we stop sinning, has already worked on us. We don't know how. Why? Because we're not keeping the law, statutes, commandments. Why? Because Creflo Dollar and pastors like him are telling you if you keep the law, you're sinning. We stop sinning because why? 1 John 2:15. Transgression of the law, that's the sin. We got to keep the laws. The Christ didn't come and do away with the laws. That's what it's. That's the gist of the Bible. Did this mystery of sin, boy, it's been on us since we got off slave ships. For so long, your grandmother, your grandfather, grandparents, mother and fathers been going to church, trying to stop sinning, seeking the Most High. But how can you seek the Most High? You in church the wrong day of the week. You're not even in the Holy Sabbath. You're doing everything against the Most High, everything against the Bible. That's why sin will always be a mystery to you, because why? You're in the Christian church. So of course he's going to let you worship in churches. Of course the oppressor is going to let you build churches, let you build big old castles and hold church services in. He's going to let you. Because why? You haven't solved the mystery of sin. You can't stop sinning because you don't know how. And it's right in the Bible. And you carry the same Bible in the church with you with how to stop sinning. 1 John, what? 1 John, it's in the Bible. Come on. 1 John 3 and 4 is in the Bible. Come on. It's sad what's being done to us because we're under that spell of the mystery of sin and don't know how to solve it. It's right here in the Bible. So black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man, it's something that you got to do. And it's right here. Let's go to Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. It says, let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. The conclusion of the whole matter. You know what I'm saying? Like the end of the day, we got to do this. When it's all said and done, we got to do this. The conclusion of the whole matter, fear God and keep his commandments. For this is the whole duty of man. You know what I'm saying? Fear God and keep his commandments. Come on. This is the whole duty of man. This is your duty. Fear the Most High. The Most High, I mean, so many precepts in the Bible tell the Most High telling us to, to fear him. The fear of the Lord, that's the beginning of all wisdom and knowledge. It's all in Proverbs telling you, so many scriptures in Proverbs telling you to fear the Most High. Fear him, fear him, fear him. But we don't know these things because we go to church. And here's the duty, the whole duty of man. Fear the Most High. Fear God and keep his commandments. For this is the whole duty of man. That's a beautiful thing. Letting us know what we have to do. Keep his laws, statutes, and commandments because they're not done away with. You know what I'm saying? The evilest trick that's been done to us is Christianity. You know what I'm saying? It's been the evil trick that's been done to the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. And that trick is Christianity. You know what I'm saying? It's been done to us, and we are destroyed for the lack of knowledge. We are those people. We are those people of the Bible. We walked out of Egypt with Moses. You know what I'm saying? These laws, statutes, and commandments are for us to keep and follow. And this is how we be righteous unto the Most High. We are destroyed for the lack of knowledge because why? We continue to be destroyed for the lack of knowledge because the Christian church is keeping us away from the knowledge of the truth. The Christian church is keeping us blind. This is how we are destroyed for the lack of knowledge. It's terrible. And the last, I'm gonna put one more precept. I'm gonna put one more precept because I gotta give this. This is Revelations. I'm gonna leave you with this. Just because you Christians all you want to go to heaven and everything. You know what I'm saying? I want to see what the Bible is saying about heaven. And this is the kingdom of the Most High. And then you got to understand, get in class, Christians. The ones that's not in class, get in class at Isupk.com, and you understand it. Heaven is not going to be, the kingdom of heaven is going to be on earth, not up in the clouds or next to God. But let's read the way when the kingdom is built. Let's read in the Bible. Who are the people that's going to be, that's going to be blessed with this, this salvation. Now, this is Revelations 21 and 12. Now, John the Revelator is giving the revelation of the kingdom. Now, I'm going to start at 12. It says, and had a wall great and high, and had 12 gates, and at the gates 12 angels. Now, 12 angels are 12 gates. Yeah. And names written thereon, which are the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. Oh, the 12 tribes. Listen, y'all. Let it marinate. Come on, man. Names and names written thereon, which are the names of the 12 tribes of Israel. Black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man. The 12 tribes of Israel. Come on. The kingdom is for us. This Bible is for us. Salvation is for us. It's for us. And that's it. Come on. That's a slam dunk. So you got to get into this truth. Go to Isupk.com. You know what I'm saying? And just look for the Isupk school in your zone. I'm going to give the security announcements. Right now, we are the Isupk out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother and sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to share themselves of the word. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to court for a period of 6 months. Then after the 6 months, they will be permitted to marry, or not. It might not work out. You're going to court each other. You know what I'm saying? Sex is marriage. You know what I'm saying? So you're not going to have sex. If you do, you're married. You know what I'm saying? And you're going to have to work through it and hold on. And, if you're going through hell, you got to get counsel and everything. And, you know what I'm saying? It's really just to do the courting process and do it right, But, sometimes it won't, it may not work. And I like to always just, really just go in on that and describe that because it's like a lot of times you be led by lust, you know, and you get in and you just rush into something that you ain't ready for. You know, you don't even know that much about that person. Although you're in the truth, you know, everybody got their own ways. Everybody got their things they like and they don't like. Every got their little, you know, hey, you know, so you gotta, you be good by doing the courting process. You know, that's all I want to say about that. You know, tithes, which is the commandments, Numbers 18 and 21, and Malachi 3 and 8 through 10. Mayashua, which means 10th in Hebrew. Give to the treasury department or the teacher. Priest fund, free will offering. That's not mandatory, but whatever amount you want to give. You want to give to the priest and help the camp out, you can give it to them. You can give it to the kind of camp leader and give it to the camp leader. You know what I'm saying? If you want to give to the garment department, like I need funds all the time, you can definitely donate funds to the garment department. You know what I'm saying? Things, material, and everything costs money. So you can definitely donate. You know, that's good. You can always do that. You know, you can have upcoming holy convocations. You got the Hanukkahs coming up. You know what I'm saying? Check your bulletin board in your schools, you know, and isupk.com to get all your information you need to keep the High Holy Day Hanukkah. You know, if a brother wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black, shirt, pants, boots, and headpiece. Now I'm gonna salute everybody out. Margin means to stand. Men of Israel, we're going to get one courteous salute. Men of Israel on Mariam Shabbat. Mariam Barak. Yahweh Hashem Yashar Barakatam.
Yahweh Hashem Yashar Barakatam.
All right. Men of Israel, we're going to give one courteous salute to the sisters. Men of Israel on Mariam Shabbat. Mariam Barak. Yahweh Shema Elatah Hashem Yashar.
Yahweh Shema Elatah Hashem Yashar.
Okay, Shalom Israel.